When we look at series and parallel, right? Hopefully we all know the one on the left is series, the one on the right is parallel. How do I know that? Series, all my resistance is in one block. When I look at parallel, my resistors are in different blocks. Okay, so guys, thing number one that we always do when we get a circuit is to color it in. Okay, how do we color? First of all, I'm going to go out my battery and just follow my wire. At series, I see there's only one path. Okay? When we get to parallel, I'm going to go out my battery and follow. But yeah, I can choose these two paths. Do I want to carry on straight through the furthest lamp, or do I want to immediately turn left and go through this lamp? Very important, however, is that when they come up together, it's still my red one that goes into my battery. So it's the same color that goes out, same color that comes in. Now, guys, this is why it's the be-all and end-all, because you need to know, before we can even look at a question, you need to know what happens in series versus what happens in parallel. Now, we need to know, what did I actually color in? And that's so amazing. If you understand that what you color in is current. Current, remember we said, is I. So current in series, there's one color. So it stays the same. Okay? Current in series stays the same. But current in parallel, my red split into a blue and into a green. So current in parallel splits. Now I always just remember what happens to current, and I know that volt is exactly the opposite. And I don't even remember what happens with current. I just color in my circuit and the colors tells me what happens, right? Remember, same color stays the same, different colors it splits. Now the volt and current is exactly the opposite. So if my current stays the same, it means volt will split. But if current splits, it means volts will stay the same. So this is extremely important, guys. If a question were to ask you, here's a voltmeter, calculate the voltmeter reading on this. They can, in the next question, for 1 mark ask, okay, what's the voltmeter reading over this lamp? And you need to know theory-wise that it's going to be the same. Okay. Now also, just further explanation, we need to understand, like I said, my green and my blue make my red because it comes out of it, right? So if I, for instance, tell you my red current is, and I'm making up numbers, but let's say red current is, sorry, I'm trying to get my color sorted. Red is 4, and I tell you that green current is 3. That means, just by doing maths, blue must be 1 amp. Okay? Do you guys get this? This is extremely, extremely important. What happens in series? What happens in parallel? And how will we know this? We will color in our circuit. Any questions so far? Are you guys with me?